Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about some interesting PlayStation news. If that sounds interesting, leave a like on the video and consider subscribing if you're new. It really helps the channel grow. The first topic in the video is about how Horizon Forbidden West will have a single strong and impactful ending. Reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, Guerrilla Games has said that unlike a lot of modern role-playing games, Horizon Forbidden West will have a single ending, but it will be very strong and impactful. Narrative director Benjamin McCall told Italian website Every Eye that during the course of the game there will be moments where players have to make very strong moral choices, but all the paths lead to the same end. Horizon Forbidden West story is set 6 months after the original. 6 months on from the events of Horizon Zero Dawn, the Red Plague has started spreading across the world. Senior writer Annie Catane said that this is the first indication of the critical failure of the terraforming operation. The story also touches upon severe climate change, ecology, and environment, which are symbolized by the ferocious storms. In any case, Aloy begins studying the plague right away, and her clues point her to the west. The beginning of the game will explain exactly why. McCaw added that some of the story's nuances may change depending on how players have interacted with and treated certain non-playable characters, but it won't have a significant impact on how the story progresses. So yeah, I mean, that is true. Usually in most RPGs, there usually are at least a few different endings, and obviously for Zero Dawn, I mean, I'm not going to spoil it for those of you who haven't played it yet, but Zero Dawn only has one ending, and then it has like a post-credit scene, and so it wouldn't make sense for them to, in the sequel, to make it to where like there's like 2 or 3 different endings. And I'm actually glad that there's only one ending, because if you give me the option of having a game having like multiple endings or just one ending, I'm always going to choose one ending, because whenever a game has multiple endings and like there's choices that you can make in like the conversations throughout the story, whenever it comes to the end of the game, unless I love that ending, then I'm always going to be like, wow, if only I would have like chose a different route, then I would have gotten a different ending, And it's like, oh, I got to play the whole game all over again. But then next thing you know, I'm just like, you know what? This ending was just bad, and now I don't want to play the game ever again. So I'm just really excited that Horizon will be having only one ending. And also, Horizon's going to be a massive game, because I think it's officially been confirmed that the PS5 version of the game will be about 86 gigabytes, and that's before the day one patch. So down below, let me know how you feel about Horizon Forbidden West having a single ending. Do you feel like this is a good idea by keeping only one ending, or do you feel like it should have multiple endings? Moving on to the next topic in the video, we're going to be talking about Elden Ring and how long it will take to beat. Reading from Game Rant, Elden Ring producer Yasuhiro Kitao offers a rough estimate of the time investment required for gamers to finish the upcoming From Software title. From Software tends to be relatively tight-lipped when it comes to upcoming games, and roughly 1 month removed from the February release of the highly anticipated action RPG Elden Ring, there's still a good bit of information to which fans aren't privy even after the game's delay and subsequent network test. Fortunately, producer Yasuhiro Kitao sat down for an interview during the Taipei Game Show 2022 to elucidate a few things about the game, most notably its projected length. While results are certain to vary between players and playthroughs, Kitao clarified that the average playthrough of Elden Ring should last about 30 hours. This is more or less in keeping with the studio's previous output, as most gamers report finishing other Soulsborne installments in somewhere between 25 and 35 hours. However, a major focus of the recent Elden Ring presentation was the game's open world. While many recent From Software titles featured semi-open worlds which wrapped around themselves and were interconnected in inventive ways, Elden Ring will feature a vast open world environment wholly different from anything gamers have seen in Lordran, Lothric, and the like. This will, as a result, heavily impact playtime, as those dead set on seeing the ending as soon as possible may find themselves hours ahead of those who opted to explore. Katao admits this himself, remarking that playtimes will differ drastically from player to player, yet he intimates that From Software had a goal of capping the grand adventure at roughly 30 hours from early in development. Based on the studio's previous output, Elden Ring is likely to launch with dozens of hours of optional content with items, boss encounters, and entire areas made accessible only to those willing to seek them out. And it has recently been confirmed that 100% completing Elden Ring won't be possible in a single playthrough. Consequently, offering a main quest demanding far in excess of 30 hours of commitment may have bordered on taxing for some. Elden Ring seems to be an amalgamation of From Software's output over the last 12 or so years, combining elements such as magic and miracles, weapon arts, stealth, and dungeon exploration. No two playthroughs are likely to be the same. Ambition can sometimes capsize the development of promising titles, but from what has thus far been seen and experienced by the community, the award-winning Elden Ring looks to be an almost endlessly replayable title that will continue to deliver long after players pass the 30-hour mark. So yeah, this was really interesting. You know, I've never been able to beat a From Software game. I put about 10 hours into Demon Souls. You know, I didn't get that far because that was my first Souls game ever. And apparently it's the hardest one they've ever made. So yeah, put two and two together. Obviously, I'm not going to be that far. And also, a few weeks ago, I started playing Dark Souls 3, which that game is easier. But I also only played like an hour and then I stopped playing because I just didn't feel like playing anymore. You know, but it is, I didn't know that these games take like 25 to 30 hours to beat. Now, in previous games, I don't know if that means like doing like the main stuff and the side quests, or if it's just like the main story, you know, because I also don't really know how the story works in these games. You know, but I am extremely excited for Elden Ring. I'm actually going to try my best to like explore this world because it looks absolutely phenomenal. You know, even if the story's not that great, I just want to explore the world and just like take on like these massive bosses and just see what happens. So, and also it's been confirmed that you cannot platinum this game on your first playthrough. I don't know necessarily why. I don't know if maybe one of the trophies is like maxing your character to the fullest and maybe you just can't in the first playthrough. I don't know how, because it's an open world game, so you would think you can just run around the whole world without like progressing the story and just like upgrading, but we'll have to wait and see, you know. So how do you guys feel about Elden Ring being apparently like 30 hours just to beat like the main stuff, not even including side quests? And how do you feel about apparently not being able to platinum the game on your first playthrough? Moving on to the final topic in the video, we're going to be talking about how Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection on PS5 will let you import your PS4 save files. Reading from PlayStation Universe, good news for those Uncharted fans looking to jump back into Uncharted 4 and Uncharted Lost Legacy. It's been confirmed that your PS4 save files can in fact be imported to Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection on PS5. On the official PlayStation website under the FAQs for the new collection, PlayStation confirmed that you can transfer your save files and listed how exactly you need to do it. Now, I'm not going to go over every single point in order to actually do this when this game collection comes out, but I will leave this article linked down below so you can check it out for yourself. But after looking at it myself, it really seems like it's going to be a pretty easy like transfer to do. You know, it's not going to be like some older games where like when the PS5 first came out and it was like a nightmare to transfer your PS4 saves to the PS5. It seems like this is going to be pretty much like Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, where like you literally just pop in the PS5 disc and you transfer over your PS4 save file, and then the PS5 searches for it and then it pulls it up, and apparently you can pick up your PS4 save file like from the last spot that you left off in the game, but it'll just be the PS5 version of that game, so you won't have to start over. You can literally just start your old save file if you wanted to. And also, PlayStation has confirmed that if you own just one of the games, whether it's Uncharted 4 or Lost Legacy, if you just own one of them, whenever this PS5 collection comes out, then you only have to pay a $10 upgrade. You know, now for people like me, I'm gonna pay the $50 to get the physical copy, even though I already own a PS4 copy of Uncharted 4. You know, but that's because I'm a collector. You know, I mean, I know a lot of you watching this video maybe like digital games, you know, or you don't want to pay 50. Maybe you already own either Uncharted 4 or Lost Legacy, or maybe you own both, and you know it would make sense to pay $10 over 50. You know, I'm just kind of a crackhead when it comes to things like that, you know, so don't judge me. But yeah, I'm just really excited for this collection to come out. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up on launch day. I might wait until maybe it goes on sale or whatever, because I'm really waiting to spend my money on Horizon and Elden Ring next month. But I mean, it really is an incentive to buy this collection because I've never played Lost Legacy myself, and I've heard pretty good things from it. So yeah, I mean, I'm really excited, and honestly, I can't wait to see how this collection performs on the PC. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new and turning on the post notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Until next time, guys, take care.